Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Center, and today we have a Vivo Y17 with a cracked display, and it's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So we can see the damage on this one. It's been dropped maybe on the corner down there, and it's making the display bleed out. So it's not really going to be usable. The display is also not responsive. So it's displaying like 60% of the display and not responding to touch. So it definitely has to be replaced. We're going to remove the SIM card tray. David has started prying off the back cover, but that's not going to be necessary because we need to pry off the sides of the device instead of removing the back cover. We have corrected that, so we're going to remove this through this way. So budget smartphones, especially Chinese budget smartphones, tend to have this design. It's very efficient, very cost effective. You can see here it's mostly made up of plastic, which is quality plastic. I would prefer a back cover made up of plastic rather than glass, which can also break like the front display. So this one is quite in a bad shape. I'm going to test if our replacement display is going to work on the main board. So we'll try to turn this on with the naked power button. And it does work. It's turning on. Display looks good. Touchscreen, all working. I'm just going to test it. We can't get in, I guess. Or maybe we can later on. So we're gonna try to shut it down properly, and it does shut down. We'll detach the display for now and put that to the side. Next thing we're gonna do is remove the battery because the connector for the display is located underneath the battery. So we have to free that first. It's also held on by adhesives underneath the connector, and we can start prying off the display. We'll start from the side here. We'll choose the part where it's looser. It's right around the corner. We'll take our time, put on our gloves so we don't injure ourselves while handling this broken shards of mess. And we're gonna pull out the display with the connector and start cleaning up. There's a lot of leftover shards of glass, so it's imperative that we do this before we install the new display. Also gonna make sure it's the surface where we put our own liquid adhesive is clean, so we're just prepping it. Prepping for the new display is also very tedious. We're gonna straighten up the housing, just eyeball it, and put our own liquid glue. I'm gonna put sufficient amount. We're not gonna shower it where we don't need glue, just on the sides. And we'll route the cable through the housing. Align the display, make sure the camera is open, make sure it's clean, then press it in. Lovely, lovely. We're also going to remove the double-sided tape so we can install the new display connector. So the battery doesn't have very strong adhesive left, so we're going to use our own double-sided tape to hold on to it. Just secure it in place and reconnect the connector, reconnect the display. We're gonna put an electrical tape over the connector of the display to prevent some shorts. It's typically covered by a clear tape, so electrical tape as a replacement is sufficient. And we're just gonna reassemble everything, cover it up. Maybe we can test the smartphone further. Still turning on, which is a good sign. We are gonna fix the back cover that we have pried off a while ago, which is totally unnecessary. And same with the display. The delay on the response is not really an issue because the smartphone is more on the budget side, so the CPU is taking a bit more time to wake up. The camera is also working. Settings are all good. I think it's in different language, so David's just gonna mess around. It's all working. Touchscreen is all working. And we're gonna install the back cover now. Back cover doesn't really need any adhesive, so we're just gonna clip it in place securely. So the back cover, still the old one, it's pretty scratched up. This smartphone really needs a phone case, to be honest, just to extend the life of the display, so it can survive another drop. But for now, it's gonna live on for a year or two or beyond that with the new display. Last piece, SIM card tray. And that's it. We're just gonna give it back to the client. They're gonna test it for themselves. We'll put this freebie of a tempered glass, not really for this model, but it's gonna suffice for now. So thanks for joining, guys. I hope this video entertained you or informed you. So give us a like, subscribe to our channel. Take care of yourself. We'll see you again next time. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Center. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.